Fetch. In Morehead City, so Morehead City is right here. In Morehead City on the northeast wind, or in Southport, I know some of you guys, especially around Southport out here, pretty much the same coastline. You see the direction of the coastline? Coastline faces south. So on a north or a northeast wind, let's say it is blowing 25 knots sustained. It is blowing its butt off. You can still go off of Morehead and you can still go off of Southport, and as long as you stay close to the beach, you're just fine. If you walk out on the beach and you look out at the ocean, it's flat calm out there. It's blowing its butt off, but it's flat calm. It's because of this thing called fetch. And fetch is how the distance that the wind blows unfettered across the open ocean. All right? That's a very important little segment right there. The distance that the wind blows unfettered across the open ocean, because that's actually what recast is based on. Okay? This was actually developed back in the 1700s. The British Admiralty did it long before computers and any of the modern technology that we have today. They came up with this scale that says if the wind blows unfettered across the open ocean X number of miles at wide wind speeds, you get Z wave height. The unfettered is the important part, because when you get fetch involved, if the wind is out of the north, all right, it's coming from this way, see a little thing over here, if it's out of the north and it's blowing south, you've got the land blocking it so the ocean doesn't have any fetch. So right here close to the beach, even though the wind is blowing, right here close to the beach, you get nothing. Have y'all ever gone out and you stuck your nose out the inlet and you look out at the horizon and you can't make out the horizon line? And you're like, oh, cool, man, I got this rain, it's beautiful today. And you get out there about 5 miles and you get your teeth knocked out, and you get out there about 10 miles and it's just flat rough. And you're like, wow, how did this happen? This is because of fetch, okay? Because it's the distance that the wind blows unfettered across that open ocean. So you got to keep fetch in mind, and you got to keep in mind, you know, the directions involved when you fish out of whichever inlet you guys are out of. How many of y'all out of Carolina Beach? How about along up the coast? How about Sneed's Ferry, New River area, Morehead City? Okay, so I got a few from all the way around. See, Morehead and Southport are both south facing, so you can fish on the north wind as long as you stay close to the beach. You can fish out at Carolina Beach on a west wind. The west wind's blowing its butt off of Carolina Beach, you can go fishing. But you got to stay close to the beach. Because if you get off the beach, now we get fetch involved, and now we've got plenty of distance for that wind to gain traction over the ocean and build up the seas. Does that make sense?